Welcome to Divine Public School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 11, Human Eye and the Colorful World. Now, as what I told you, this is quite an interesting topic, right? If you try to see it little more deeply, today we are going to learn about a human eye, the first ever topic. Very interesting. Put your little effort over here. It will be really great. Now, our eye, as you see, is is the thing. It's like next to a camera, right? Even it is more powerful than a high definition camera, right? If you try to search a little more about a human eye, it has a lot of things which will really surprise you that is it so, right? So our eye is so powerful, so much powerful, right? So we'll discuss a little more on it. The human eye. Okay, as what I said, our eye is next to a camera, right? Let's see if you see the the human eye is the most valuable and a sensitive sense organ. It enables the colorful world around us. You can see things around us because of a human eye. Okay, so only the eye will help us to understand, and it makes sure to see the things colorful because, just through the eyes. Now, on closing the eyes, we can edit, like, on closing the eyes we can identify object to some extent by smell, even by texture and all, but while seeing it makes the things differently. Now, as you see, I told you the human eye is like a camera, right? Now, what does the eye consist of? If you see this schematic diagram, this is schematic diagram, right? If you see the first portion of the eye, we call it as cornea. Okay, after then it comes pupil, iris, right? Crystalline lens and all. Now think a little over here, right? The first thing, whenever a light enter to your eyes, where does it first go? When a light enter to your eye, it first go to your, it first incident on cornea, right? The cornea. So the first, when a light enters to your eyes, it enters through the cornea. Okay. Now, well, I'll tell you a little more on it. What is the diameter and all? So see, light enters the eye through a thin membrane called cornea. So the first thing, whenever a light enter to our eyes, it enter through cornea. Okay. So understand this thing first. Second, it forms a transparent bulge on front of surface of an eyeball. So if you see the black portion over above it, there is a transparent surface. That is, we call it as our, that wall we call it as our cornea. What is our eyeball? The diameter of our eyeball is 2.3 centimeter. Okay, the diameter of our eyeball is, so it is a spherical ball. So the front surface what you look is not, that's it. Inside also it is there, and the, as what I said, what is it? The it is, the diameter is 2.3. So the first thing, the light entered through our eye through cornea. Okay. Now, what is the role of cornea? The cornea, most of the light refract, maximum light get reflect at cornea. So see, that's what they say. Okay, that most of the refraction of the light rays entering the eye occur at the outer surface of the cornea. So as you see, the objects are far, the rays comings are parallel. Whenever a light enter, it enter through, as what I say, through, yes, through cornea. Okay, now what happens is, after passing through cornea, where does the light go? So after passing through cornea, behind cornea, there is something called pupil, right? Can you see the darker portion on in your eye? That is pupil. Okay. If you want to observe, right, I'll tell you one activity. Sit in front of your friend or a family member or anybody. Okay. Sit in front of and closely look each other's into each other's eye, and if you see the black dot in your eye, right? You observe that black dot. Now what we have to do is, in that black dot, ask someone to switch off light. When light is off, that black portion, the size of the black portion increases. When ask somebody to switch it on, so the size of the black portion decreases. So what does that black portion is? That is pupil. What is that? Pupil. Now what does the pupil do? It will control, right? The size has been controlled. Now pupil itself cannot control. The size has been controlled by iris. So can you see here the small lines? That is iris. Iris control the size of the pupil, and pupil controls the amount of light entering to the eye. So so suddenly if you try to see some brighter object, the size get reduced, and if there is a darker portion, the size get increase. Okay, so this is how the size can increase decrease based on pupil. So pupil, okay, as what I say, the pupil, so size has been controlled by, right, pupil size is controlled by iris. And finally, so we say that the amount of light, right, so that's what they say, the pupil regulates and control the amount of light entering to your eyes. So again I'll repeat, the light enter into our eye through cornea. After passing through cornea, it incident on pupil. What does the pupil do? Pupil control the amount of light entering to your eyes. Pupil control the amount of light entering to your eyes. Second thing, okay, understood? So pupil, what does the pupil do? Pupil control the amount of light entering to your eyes. The third thing, right, the size of the pupil has been controlled by iris. Exactly. Now after passing through, if you see in the figure also, after passing through pupil, there comes crystalline lens. Now our eyes do have lens. Now you must be wondering, sir, what kind of lens? Yeah, it is a lens. Now that lens is not the lens which you see in the market, not made up of glass, right? This lens, the crystalline lens here, right, as what I said, the crystalline lens here, this lens can change the size, right? So if you see in our cameras or in the mobile phones and everywhere, you see the, in order to see near or far object, we used to zoom in and zoom out. In zoom in and zoom out, what happen is the lens used to go towards the object or far away from the object. It can change the place. In our eye, it do not happen like that, right? Think a little. What happened in our eye? Does it move? Your eye will come out? No, no, it is not going to happen. So what happen is, your the lens can change its shape. So what happen is, the lens can change its shape. Okay, so what does the lens do here? The lens can change its shape, so it can focus this image properly on retina. Okay, so I'll tell you, retina is like a screen for us. Okay, so hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. So after passing through pupil, light incident on crystalline lens whose size is being changed. Again, the size is being changed by, the size is being changed by ciliary muscles. Yes, the size is being changed by ciliary muscles. Okay, understand this thing. Ciliary muscle change the size of the crystalline lens, and after passing through appropriate, it can focus on a retina. Now what does the retina have? Right, it is still light. Retina have innumerable light sensitive cells. What does it have? It has innumerable light sensitive cell. Now what does that cell do? It convert the light into electrical signal. So what does it do? It convert the light into electrical signal. Okay, I hope you are getting what I'm trying to say. Okay, so what does it do? This is, and how this electrical signal is sent to brain via optic nerve. Okay, I'll repeat the whole procedure again. First, the light enter into our eye through cornea. Right, most of the refraction of the light happen at cornea. After passing through cornea, the light enter into pupil, whose size has been controlled by iris. Right, so what does the pupil do? It controls the amount of light entering to the eyes. After passing through pupil, right, the light incident on crystalline lens, whose size has been controlled by ciliary muscles, right? Whose size has been controlled by ciliary muscle. After passing through it, it incident on retina, and whose size retina, right? Retina has innumerable light sensitive cells which convert the light into electrical signal, which is sent to brain via optic nerve, and the brain interpret the image. Think a little, such a long procedure, still the same thing is happening in our brain right now, so speedily. You must be surprised, right, that so many processes are going in your thing right now. Okay. Okay, so I hope everybody have got it what I'm trying to say. Right, so that's it for today. Understand this thing. I'm going to send an animation also that will help you a little more in it. Okay, till then, bye, take care, I'll see you tomorrow.